Welcome to the General's Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Hamlet. To be or not to be a good map, that is the question. We're going to find out.
Do you actually know what play that line is from? Because I got no idea.
It's from Hamlet.
Is it really?
Yes. It is indeed. So that's the way I've decided to intro today.
I thought it was just like just from one of those other plays.
No. Hamlet.
Oh, look at this Spanky. He's insta-locked his engineers. What a mad dog. These salt engineers.
Yeah, very cool. Yes, indeed. So our allies for today. Spanky is indeed one of them. He's SF. And Nosliw also. It's a 2-for-1.
Yep, his opponent's going to be Zocko as the OKW and just one as the Wehrmacht. So this is kind of a weird comp, right? WS is really bad. There are better synergies, but yeah. I mean, the thing is with Company Fear is it's like it's so flexible in terms of it's not necessarily what you build, it's more what you do with it. So it's like WS can work if you make it work, but it's pretty inflexible. You know, you kind of shoehorned into one or two play styles, and I guess it's a 2v2, so you know you're gonna have your Calliopes comboed up with just M10 spam. Like that's kind of the late game. You don't really have a lot of late game options as US. You have to rely on these commanders.
Yeah. Dude, like those shrimp honeys literally just typed K question mark in chat. Like they sit here, they react on like wiring off the bridge and they're like K and just walk right next to the bridge, wade their way across the river and start gunning them down. It was pretty funny.
Now that actually, that wire may annoy him because he wants to chase after the sniper.
Yeah.
Or I guess just try and avoid the sniper as much as he can now. The right side is where the US have their fuel, so the US don't actually have to push through the south here. It's one of those maps that easily gets cut off in half. We have, you know, this is my half, this is your half, and you fight over this VP, which I think in general isn't a good way of map design. I think it's more interesting when both sides of the map are equally viable, and, you know, and both VPs are equally viable. But anyway.
Certainly not what I would call easy rotation between all three VPs, so about as spread out as you can get.
Though I do like just the general format of having a long kind of rectangle for team games, because you don't have massive retreat times. There's a lot more room for flanking because it's quite wide. Like you're having a long vertical rectangle, then you can't flank much. The retreat times make forward retreat points vital. But anyway, this could be a rifle squad. Ooh. That sniper would have been so close to firing that last shot. Excuse me.
It's really tense timing, actually. When you've been playing a game or casting it for a while, it's just like, you know when the shot's about to go off or something's about to finish, you're like, oh! Where's it gonna be? It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I hear vehicular transports.
Vehicle, yep.
Yeah.
Over here.
Cube gonna be healed up. Sure, where's the Swim Pioneer squad? Still out on the field somewhere? Chilling? It's in the house. Oh, no, it's coming back, right. Okay, I saw something on the left. I'm like, okay, what's that? No, it's just the Pioneers. That's fine.
Well, actually, a pretty good opener so far from the US players. Very good map control. They don't have the fuel, of course, but I mean, having a foothold is pretty important. It's a lot easier to attack afterwards once you have that vision, because otherwise you're attacking through negative cover and through quite limited choke points. So let's see, can they maintain the pressure?
I'm interested to see how this wire actually pans out, the one they put on the bridge. I assumed it was going to be, I don't know, like... Okay, so I guess this just gives a bit of a defensible location. So any units, they have to push across like one side or something. I don't know, like... So I thought it was going to be an MG there or something covering the other side, like kind of covering the side of the bridge so new units could come up that way. So it doesn't have to cover the bridge as well, but I don't know.
So this point's actually the cutoff for the munitions.
Okay.
And so holding that cutoff is important, because especially as US, you know, you want to have those bar blobs online. So I think it's a defensive measure in terms of don't take our cutoff, especially if they put an MG in this house and it's like, oh man, we can't get that VP back, because it can be quite hard for US to clear out those garrisons. You have to build a mortar, and you know that takes ages, and you don't really want to build the mortar because it slows you down.
Yeah. Let's get forced off. Finding some pretty nice engagements at the top. The cover positioning is actually pretty cool. Whoa! Damn. Damn, son. That's how you lose squads.
Ooh.
Another Storm Pioneers burst not actually coming online. Interesting cover positioning. Like the garrisons are not directly covering the entirety of points, and there's cover that's outside of garrison range, which I like. So you kind of you can find nice engagements while holding points without having to contend with a garrison. So the cover layout is actually pretty cool. I do like that. There's just lots of medium cover all over the place for some pretty cool engagements.
Captain just took the battlefield.
Yeah, it's also a bit harder for the US in the Arty Wars because the mortars have less range. So the US definitely want to try to play the aggressive game rather than turning into that static game that you often see when you have, say, Soviets versus, or Soviets or Brits versus the Axis.
Yeah, static artillery quite difficult to use on this kind of rectangular map where you're only really covering a couple of important points. Even if you stick a mortar right in the middle of 2 VPs, it's not really going to cover 2 VPs. It's going to cover the area in between them.
In order to do so, it would be quite vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, put it over here, sure, but that's so easily to flank or push off, so... Yeah. So, we see the scout cars on the field here. That's the only vehicle for now, but it shouldn't be longer until we have some US vehicles. The Stuart not far off here. Spanky, a lot of manpower. He actually went for his tier 2, so perhaps wanting to get some 50 cals.
Makes sense. Lieutenant's going to provide some nice trades against these bulks as well. Forcing off several squads. I like it. It's good.
Is it even worth it?
Is it boom boom time?
I don't know if I'll get it, maybe, but is it worth it?
I mean, I hate Kuba wagons. I think it's worth it just as how much do you hate individual units? It's less about is it worth? It's like, man, I really hate Kuba wagons. Like, I can tell you if that was I don't know, what I really hate. If that was...
Oh, dude, I will trade a Sherman for a sniper any day.
Yeah.
Did he just lose that captain? Oh my god, he lost the captain.
Oh, wow,
I think
that's
it was
not
to a
good.
mortar shell.
Yeah,
I don't know what
that's
that
nasty.
was. I have no idea what killed that. Is there even a mortar? I don't see a mortar for the Axis.
His own mortar? Yeah, I have no idea.
Oh, he did get it. He did trade the Google.
Nice. Yeah, I'd say if I was playing Soviets against Wehrmacht and I saw like a Panzer Grenadier, I mean, it's a bad example because I blew up the Panzer Grenadier squad anyway, but if there's a Panzer Grenadier squad with Shreks, I'd just be like, why don't I have infantry base AT as I click the demo charge and just blew the squad to hell. If I can't have infantry base AT, you can't either, so.
Well, you kind of do now.
Yeah.
2 times PTRS penals.
Thanks, Callum. So, yeah.
Alright, we have the Stuart. There is a Raketin already. And squad of Pigarins here for just one, so maybe they'll go for Shreks. It's a good map for light vehicles. Oh, the M20 as well, you know. It's very open. You got negative cover, which does help out the light vehicles against infantry. And you can rotate the vehicles around. And my middle mouse button keeps like jittering.
Really?
Yeah, it's like sometimes it'll just like flick like that.
From overuse or something, or?
I don't know.
You just got the shakes.
No, it's like that.
How long since you last G-Fuel, Callum?
It goes, it's like that. So
Right,
maybe I'll just stop using that camera, because normally when I'm casting, I'll use the middle mouse button to drag the camera. It's a bit smoother, but it seems to be a bit jittery today. And this is probably the first time we've casted Coh with my new mouse.
Right,
which is a great mouse, but like, I don't know why it's doing that, right? That little, it flicks back and forwards.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just go this scroll, but look a bit messier at the edge pan.
Yeah. Central Phoebe still hold by Axis. I love it. He's good. Allies already bled down to 408 VPs.
Cuts off the munitions.
Looking good.
There's no caches yet for either of our teams. Spanky may want to go for that. Look at his manpower float. Ooh.
470. A lot of options.
Oh, he
hey,
gets it.
Ouch.
Nice little juke there. Pops his squad out of the M20. Gets the bazooka.
Pretty safe engagement. Those other squads there as well. Didn't really risk dropping any models, so it's nicely played.
With that scout car down, the M20 has a bit more freedom to try and hunt down the sniper, but there's still a lot of Faust on the field.
These unit engagements have been pretty fun so far. without that kind of constant risk of like indirect fire just coming down and wrecking you.
Well, you say that, but now
Yeah,
there's a
now
pack
there's a
outer.
pack outer and an ISG on the field, so. It's to kind of shove it in my face. As I'm saying that, an ISG shell flies through the air and lands in the water. It's like, you sure, Archon Hawk? I'm like, no, ISG, I'm sorry.
Oh, look at
My
this.
bad. So, good positioning. 10 out of 10.
Oh, well, it actually does kill something.
Yeah.
So
They're gonna
clearly.
play a Yu-Gi-Oh fusion card. Like
Right.
as the Raketten and pack shots are coming out, they're just like, like twirl through the air.
2 Company of Heroes casts,
Yeah.
2 Yu-Gi-Oh references. Man, you're on a roll, man.
It's going well. I'm enjoying
From now on,
it,
I
so,
expect
yeah.
at least 1 Yu-Gi-Oh reference every time we cast Company of
Cool.
Heroes.
I like it. I can do it. I can do it. I believe in myself. And there's so much
Do you believe
negative
in the heart
cover
of the
around
cards?
there. Yeah, I do. I do. So much negative cover around there. Not only in the water, it's just, yeah, all over the place. And it's so hard to tell sometimes. Negative cover's kind of the worst. Negative cover is the worst. It's just like, is this negative cover? Is this not negative cover? Like, even look on the land. I mean, parts of that are going to be negative cover. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
isn't it just roads and rivers on this map?
Yeah, but it's like,
Is there
it's parts of like what looks like land, but actually isn't. Like, if you look in like, there are definitely areas of like, yeah, like there, for example, or like in there.
That
it's
is
like,
river
yeah.
though.
Huh?
But like, there are some maps
Yeah,
that are very
like,
bad
yeah.
for that.
Like, I was looking all through there, like there, like that's
Oh,
all
yeah,
like that negative
yeah.
cover, that kind of
Now-
stuff there, like yeah, that's a problem. Like it looks like land, but
Oh,
actually
you're right.
you're in negative
Yeah,
cover all over
yeah,
the
that
place.
shouldn't
like,
be
yeah.
negative cover.
All of that as well. Like that's all
it
negative
should
cover.
only
yeah.
be the actual water.
Yeah.
Like here's fine, right? But
Yeah.
this,
This-
you're right.
There shouldn't be
It
negative
should not
cover,
be.
yeah. Because we saw the vaults right there in negative cover, and you would think that's a fine engagement, because you should be at least being, you know, negative cover. Just,
Ooh.
yeah.
Stuart should go ham for
Yeah,
this. He should go
definitely
balls
chase
deep.
that one down, yeah.
Maybe too late now though.
It's gonna be so hard to kill the damn snipers on this map. Hunt them down, but... Yeah, good push. Probably not gonna get it, though.
He was quicker with it, but
Yeah.
I guess didn't know what was
Jeez,
hiding behind.
I'm glad that, like, the way they fixed snipers was just giving them extra health. Because there are no, like, unforeseen consequences to doing that to stop them from getting one-shot by artillery shells, is there, machine? Oh, wait.
Okay, the Stim Pioneer has a bazooka. I didn't know how to respond to that.
Needs no response. I mean...
Anyway.
I mean, I definitely don't think there's any argument one way or the other, so... It's not a good way to change snipers, but...
Spanky still having a lot of manpower. I don't know why. And does he still have the engineers? He does, yeah. So, oh, of course, the demo. He got the Kubel.
Yeah,
so yeah, he's gonna have that. Did you know that the US and the British demos are more powerful than the Soviet ones?
I did, yes.
I probably mentioned that in
Yeah,
one
you
of the
have
recent
mentioned
videos,
that, yeah.
but
One of them,
it's
so, yeah.
that's something that people don't often realize.
Yeah.
Just a wider blast radius.
Not that they needed to be any stronger than
Yeah.
currently are. It's just like, man, like grenades are really strong, and then like USF comes out with gammon bombs. It's like, oh wait, no, they weren't. Now they're strong. Now we know what the real strength is. So
You call that a demo?
you don't know real grenades until you blow up like 4 Osttrooping squads with a single gammon bomb. So, yeah. Bit of indirect fire getting forced off. Nice to see our players going aggressive, you know, win infantry engagements. Look, where's the indirect fire? It's pretty close to the central engagement, so let's, you know, kind of push in, see if we can get some wipes. This is probably a bad cap if we went for it.
Ooh,
Guaranteed, like, drops
infiltration nades, and that's actually pretty unlucky scatter there. Didn't get any models of the Pack Howie.
models. Trying to force it off the map, I suppose. And forcing the indirect fire off the map means you kind of win engagements. Like, you're going to win the next infantry versus infantry engagement in the middle of the map because you're going to have indirect fire, your
What?
opponent isn't. Like, chances are they drop more models than you. So.
He vaulted this fence here. That would have been unintentional. He may have actually killed that squad there.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was a US squad that went down here.
Lieutenant's gone.
Yeah,
Was it
must have been.
Nosliw?
There's no
Good.
officer. Yeah,
Actually, no, he was. No, I think Blue had the captain. So yeah, you know, Spanky
Oh,
had
yeah,
the
right,
lieutenant.
the
Yeah,
captain
that was
that
my
went
bad. That was earlier in the game. So yeah, that's my bad. But definitely lost the squad. So. Oh no! Dude, don't Archon Hawk. Never Archon Hawk. No one likes an Archon Hawk.
Okay, there
Sharing
we
the
go.
ambulance is nice. There
Make it
we
rain,
go.
boys.
Make
Get
it
50
rain.
cals.
There we go. It's like what machine tells me every time, man. It's like, hey, you're floating. It's like, build Marines. No, not like that.
Yeah, you hold it down.
Just hold down the key. I'll have that many
What
squads.
should I build? Anything.
Anything. Just spin the float. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't it feel good, though? To just hold that button down and
does, yeah.
max out the barracks with like 20 Marines.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful about this, though. Ooh.
Eesh. Yeah. A little bit too close for coming in there. Yeah, look, I mean, the boss really, that's kind of a cap that doesn't achieve anything. I mean, it gets the cutoff, but very possibly
Ready for action.
No wipe.
couldn't have got the cutoff. There's every chance that those volts just got forced off
M10 ready for
without
action.
finding the cutoff, and hopefully we see the Allies take advantage of that and start pushing back on the map. They're forcing Boss Grenadiers on kind of the longest retreat you're going to see on this map, so you've got to take advantage of that and just push in, like look for engagements.
Yeah, especially there's no HMGs here, so it's not like you have to try and... Oh my god. Didn't have vision there, obviously, in the demo. He has a sweeper on the Stim Pioneers, because it's a bazooka still.
Armor here.
Allies not looking so great.
First N10 of the game.
Yes.
Nice
Ready
little
to
teller.
go. Yeah, nice teller. Teller definitely greater than Wire when it comes to stopping tanks pushing across the area, so yeah. I wish we could have seen some more interesting stuff coming out from that Wire, but yeah. Nothing cool, really.
You had really high expectations.
I really did, yeah. I mean, just players go for that kind of early wire. Expect it to actually mean something. It's like, okay, why are you wiring off this bridge? Like, especially on maps that I'm not super familiar with, and Hamlet's definitely one of those. So, I'm just kind of like, okay, cool. What cool wire are you going for? That's like a map-dependent wire. It's like how you used to always like wire off like the tank on Colony Firma.
Oh, yeah.
Like just like go for the tank every time. You like your engineers will kind of go for that spot. Because it just gives such good trading against the garrisons, because it's such an important heavy cover to wire off. Assuming you do real wire, not Ark and Hawk wire, so...
Yeah.
Good retreat from
Ark
the
on Hawk
rifleman.
wire salute. Forever will that meme live on.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty big blob here, but nice 50 cal. Actually, nades as well from the US player Spanky.
Yeah, infiltration nades, I think in range here. No, just the in-city. Makes sense, still falls the 50 cal off, but
I don't know, he retreated there. He should have just moved away.
Yeah.
It wasn't, nothing else was in range of anything.
Yeah.
His 50 cal wasn't within range of anything else, I should say. Maybe he heard that Panzer IV and backed off.
Could have been it. Retreat for retreat here. But again, benefiting our Axis, who have superior map control, better unit composition. This WS, I think, is hurting a bit here. We're getting a lot done with it.
Yeah, all I can imagine this late game being is just Calliope plus M10s, but I think Calliopes are actually much weaker.
Yeah, definitely.
They got nerfed in a patch a while ago, and I haven't seen how they perform, but I don't think they're not as like just game-breaking OP as they used to be, or if at all, really. I don't know.
It's good. Just consistently, our Axis, they're not happy with just like camping on a side of the river. It's just like, yeah, I'm not happy camping, man. Stuff that. I want to just push in. I want to force off your indirect fire, and then come and fight me. Kind of baiting them into fights under HMG and indirect fire. So like HMG, ISG fire. Come fight with me. Come fight on my side of the map.
Yeah, definitely too much overextension, I think, for the Axis. He also could have stolen that mortar for sure with that P-Grand squad. It isn't ideal using P-Grants to cap, but they could have stolen that one away from him.
Everyone's spending manpower. I like it.
It's actually not on prioritized vehicles.
I mean, I might get a lucky shot. So that was definitely the M1 right there, wiping 3 Volsks.
Right.
You might think it was Coh2, you'd be wrong.
Okay, we have a Sherman.
Yeah, should be out shortly. Weapon racks as well.
17 kills between these pack houses.
They're looking good. Axis are definitely dropping models as they kind of go in for these big pushes. They haven't dropped squads, but they're dropping models pretty quick and fast.
Wow, that is 53 pop cap with all of those squads.
Wow. Jagdpanzer 4 going to be coming out soon as well. I like the Jagdpanzer 4. Can find some good positions. I mean, you're definitely not going to be rotating it, but like even this is a good position. Like where the M10 is at the moment, covering a lot. You can cover the middle from this point. You can cover this flank route through the center, and you're really only vulnerable from the right hand side. So as long as you have vision in that area, you're in a nice spot. Tank piloting over these kind of watery regions can sometimes suck as well. They definitely don't hit max speed consistently.
So he does have the arty flares. That's very, very strong in these team game situations. Building a Scott.
Wow.
Okay.
Could be a good way to display some of these squads.
Oh, the demo. If only that was a sick bait.
Yeah. Could it have been worth?
I think he would need 2 shots there. They could get this.
Worth.
Yeah,
That's
there's a sweeper
yeah.
here, but not activated, not equipped.
Maybe this is the bait, trying to get the Panzer IV to run forward.
Wow, there's so much stuff here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually sweepers on this Pyre squad.
Wow.
Look, it's revealed.
Is it? Oh, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, no,
He's
you're right.
rifle nading it.
Yeah, you nice, good.
Should have just Q-clicked it.
Shakes fist with great anger.
For those of you who didn't see my angry fist shake. Okay, the M10's going in. It also has the Sherman, so that's a big mass retreat. Could be double grenade on this Panzer IV. Maybe even just a wipe on the Grens. Nothing. Whoa, what happened?
Was that a sniper going down there? I'm pretty sure the sniper went down.
Oh, yeah, they must have targeted the sniper.
Yeah,
That's
sniper went
good.
down, but not the Grens. So it worthwhile, definitely. Sniper much harder to deal with. Jagdpanzer 4 has been revealed. See, this is kind of where it's in a dodgy spot. It's hard for the Jagdpanzer 4 to find a good engagement here. Because there's so many trees in the way, the elevation is going to suck.
Well, he makes the difference and gets 2 shots off, I think. M10 does go down. And killing those M10s is so important. Ah, the during retreat drop bar, that's the worst.
Yeah.
It happens just after you hit retreat. With that being said, the Volks can't pick it up. It needs to get either Wehrmacht squad or the Sturm Pioneers.
I think that out of those 4 squads of Vols, one of them look at their STG, throw it off out to the side and grab a bar instead. So.
Though I don't know if they can actually, because they got 2 weapons, I'm pretty sure. Oh no.
Oh, they can. You sure they got a sweeper? Oh, they do. Yeah, okay.
I guess this. Okay, so I don't think it's a matter of, because you can't get a Shrek and a sweeper. It's not a matter of weapon slots. It's a matter of upgrades.
Yeah.
The upgrade.
I mean, that's the reasoning. Yeah, behind that, definitely. So yeah.
Anyway, so
I haven't seen any push on the left-hand side at all. That's
Yeah,
where I
it's just
thought
not
the
worth
Scott
it.
was going to be used, because I thought the Scott was to like displace side HMGs. I thought that was the entire purpose of the Scott, is just to displace
Whoa.
side HMGs.
what's this?
Don't
do that.
No.
It doesn't have the smoke. Actually, though, it may result in a Stuart flank getting the kill on the Raketten. It does get the on his way out kill, as does the Stuart actually, while reversing gets that.
Man, I swear, if that actually got pulled off, and like, yeah, that was pretty nuts.
Yeah, I mean, does he use the Major to try and blow up the Raketten? Or does he even steal it? Oh, did that still just seriously just kill that?
Yeah.
No, it didn't. It's 0 kills.
Oh,
We killed
okay,
it.
no, okay.
Maybe just an ISD shell. See, the Major's not a very good squad, so it just even if you're trading it for a weapon, it isn't always a bad idea. But in 2v2s, you got the full retreat point, you got the arty, you got the recon, so the Major isn't actually that bad in team games. 1v1s though, it's like, I don't really want this. If the pop cap drains up a fair bit.
Yeah. Finally, we see our allies at least attempting a cap on the left-hand side of the map. It's nice. It's been reinforced. Look at this. I'm pretty sure there's another squad here. Yeah. Like,
Oh no, it's just a pack.
oh, it's just a pack. Okay. I was hoping that was a Gren squad, because then it's so hard to flank if you just have one Gren squad in the area. It's quite difficult.
Okay, he needs to get the grenade so we can use the smoke.
Oh, okay. I thought that ISG shot was going to be a wipe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that far off it. Jeez, split up your rifles.
Generals, gentlemen, do not recommend you right-click on points. Caps on the left-hand side. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. The MG's been forced to retreat by the rifleman. That's what happens when you don't have supporting squads. This is just a HMG on its own. It means a free cap, and this could have been a free cap 5 minutes ago for our allies. It's never been more than a HMG on this side of the map.
Well, but you just never know where the MG is. You know, is it on this house? Is it here?
Yeah.
That's where using the Stuart to just
Yeah.
you know.
Or what I thought was going to be the M8, yeah, to poke in there, but yeah.
And also, you know, even if you didn't have vehicles, if you have a major, just throw a recon down. Just see where the MG is and then just flank it. I mean, you're gonna have to have your flanking squad ready so you don't give them time to reface, because if a recon flies overhead, a good player will then reface their MGs.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, that VP is going to be finally in their hands of the US, but for how long? P4 is here, but doesn't have a damaged engine. Now, this is interesting. We have a Jackson, despite Spanky having the option to just spam M10s. So I don't even know what his command is going to be. I mean, does he really want to get the arty on the priests? Does he want the strafing run on the airborne?
Sure, they're not in a great position though. I mean, halfway through their float of VPs, as it were. I guess I really feel like they need more anti-infantry. It's just really hasn't been any squad drops.
He should mad dog this HMG cap. He's got 2 squads here, and he actually has the smoke. He should go for that one for sure.
Voss probably would have stopped it there, but
well, that's what we got the smoke for. He's got 2 squads.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Big extension on the left.
There's the thing, like, yeah, great. That's why the left-hand VP cap was nice, because it forces a big response. Our Axis then have to go pull all their squads over there, and see how that's related resulted in allies getting the middle now, and none of their support weapons have been pushed.
There's more of it here.
Yeah, if you create pressure on other sides of the map, it forces a response and gives you more freedom to act where you actually want to act, which in the case of our allies is the middle. They want to act in the middle. They want their support weapons not to be forced off.
Oh, Stuking Jagdpanzer. That Jackson is going to die so easily. Needs to just keep it very, very far back.
Stukar as well for El Zocko.
Yeah, that's a good idea. There's double Vet 2 Pack Howie.
Yeah.
Those are being a real problem. They can wipe squads so easily. There we go. Using the smoke.
You mean the free counter HMGs? So.
Well, I mean, do you consider 100 fuel to be a free counter?
What?
It's 100 fuel, right? Yeah, 100.
Well, I mean, I was talking about smoke grenades, but yeah, sure.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
the Stuka. Okay,
as well,
never
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the smoke's crazy.
The smokes, yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
There's nothing worse
15
than like, yes, I've got this rifleman squad. Oh, he's smoke grenaded, so.
And then he naded me through the smoke and wiped me because I was in medium cover.
Yeah.
And medium cover is actually worse than being in the open.
Yeah.
Because they clump up and doesn't do anything against explosives.
Explosives. Yeah.
Alright, this is a nasty Stuka, but I think it's already split up though, so perhaps not. Oh no, he went for the weapons, okay. Oh, wow, that's a great shot. Pack Howie, M1, and a fair bit of damage there. I thought he was going for that line of riflemen.
Yeah, I did as well. That's the thing with a Stuka, is like you can only dodge like one group of units.
Yeah.
Like, okay, do I dodge my artillery or do I dodge my line units? If you're really quick, you can do both. You can like just quickly like move your line infantry and then go straight to your support weapons, but...
What was that? 9 kills. Pretty good.
Depends what you're looking at. Support weapons take longer to move as well because of kind of pack-up setup time. So pack-up time in particular, and then grabbing the weapon moving. So,
well, has locked in the Jaeger armor. Very good commander. He's got the recon. He's got the elephant. He's got the Stuka bomb. The spotting scopes. That's everything that he needs right now.
Elephant will be great here. Elephant's gonna be awesome. And I'll shoot clear across the central VP.
Yeah, it means that Jackson won't be able to do much.
Yeah, not at all. Things that work on
Did you hear that?
No, was it? Which voice line was it?
It was like, yeah, we say cool stuff when you harass us.
Yeah.
Something like that. Man, that Jackson's so close to dying.
Yeah. So much burst potential.
Is that
from
3
this
tank
AT.
destroyers? Oh, there's
No, it's
P4 is still
P4,
gonna
it's still gonna-
yak P4. Right click on points. Shakes fist angrily. Okay.
There we
Splits
go.
up.
In vision range. Good. Access with, whoa, grenades for days. Some more of a solid hold on left side of the map. Nosliw is actually going for another flank with riflemen, but he's going to run into the squad here.
These Axis love setting up their weapon teams in the negative cover. That's like the 3rd time the HMG has been in the negative cover and just been forced off. Oh, again, he's just taking. He drops a Shrek too.
Ah, drops
Loses
a
a squad. Oh my god.
Gross. The comeback. He's have control of the center of this map, and they've only been bled down to
Jeez.
250 VPs.
That Shrek is so important because there's just so many tank destroyers. You know, and bazookas aren't that good, but getting a Shrek on a rifle squad.
On the retreat path.
Wow. That was another 8 kills.
Yeah.
It's actually Bulldozer Sherman.
Bulldozer Sherman's nice. He'll take up a lot of these tank destroyer shots. Yeah, so the push from Nosliw single squad push on the left hand side was entirely foiled. I'm not sure what it is over there. I think it's MG, maybe Pack, and then yeah, they're the extra squads. That's what you need. Like yeah, bunker Grens. That's awesome. There's no way this side of the map goes down. That's all the commitment of units you need. You're just like, okay, I got a Pack here. Hard to push with medium tanks. You got Grens for support. Got an MG. Like that's everything you need to hold that side. And that means the allies actually have to commit units. So that they can't just single push with a couple of riflemen. They actually have to commit a sizable amount of troops if they want to cap that side.
Yeah, I mean, just sending over a Sherman would work, but then you got to think about mines. You got to send a sweeper over, and then the sweeper gets suppressed, and you're like, ugh. And it's just so much effort to try and clear that.
It becomes a bit of a task, and I would like to see some more mines over there from our access, but they have been blowing through their munitions at some speed.
Okay, this is the this Calliope. May actually get the Raketten. No, not enough to finish it off. There's a lot of tanks here.
So many tanks.
The AT gun was destroyed, but there's another one here. It's been rebuilt. The Jackson can't engage us. He has to get a flank off if he wants to try and use the Jackson.
The rocket strafe's going to be nice here as well. I would like to see a rocket strafe.
Well, that's just the
Oh, it's the P-47, isn't it? Yeah, it's the actual strafe.
Not the airborne strafe.
Yeah, not the airborne strafe. Yeah,
it's pretty good against infantry.
Yeah.
You can get squad wipes, but it won't really be doing much.
Yeah,
against.
in my head, I was just
man.
like, oh, gross. In my head, I was like, oh, it's a single version of the P-47 rocket strafe, and then I'm like, oh, no, it's different. Like, yeah.
It's 20 kills, so that's every time he's got several models.
Yeah.
It's almost at 2 now.
Guaranteed wipe every time. The thing is, players rarely will actively repair their weapons, so you might recrew say a Pack Howitzer, and then the second barrage actually destroy the weapon as well. And then a bit of trouble. Axis are playing this pretty well, and they know they have a couple of hard-hitting tanks coming up towards the late game, with the Command Panther as well as the Elephant, so they're just chilling, playing on 2 VPs, not being over aggressive. You haven't even seen them go for the 3rd VP cap.
Negative cover, HMG. Okay, do we have a rifle grenade? No, it's a Vet Zero squad. So the P4 will get away here. Maybe the Grens will go down. They're actually smoking off the HMG. Oh, there it goes.
Excellent pick-off by our allies.
I really like how this Jackson's being used. He's kind of just keeping it in reserve against the Panzer IVs. He isn't trying to drive in to these big tank battles where the tank destroyers have the option to just burst it down.
Negative cover, shakes fist angrily. HMG survives. So it's actually going to back away here. Is that the Calliope firing again, or?
It was the Calliope that fired. It's got 9 kills. I think it actually killed something there. What was it, the Pioneer squad?
Yeah. You can kind of see from that barrage, obviously much weaker than it used to be, so.
Ain't mad out of 10.
Yeah. You used to be able to kind of set the Calliope to barrage, go and pour yourself a drink. Not even pour yourself a drink, make yourself a cup of tea, and then sit back down again. And it's like, oh, it's finished firing, cool.
But not with too much milk, otherwise Jonah gets mad.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to overcommit to milk. Small amount if you have your tea white. Which I do. How do you have your tea?
I don't even know. Like, I don't know what to call it. It's my tea. I mean, I would say I probably have more milk than what you'd normally do because I like milk. Haters gonna hate.
Okay.
Okay, it's a grenade fest
so
over
many
here.
grenades! It's happened twice. This is the second time we've had explosions. Massive amounts of explosions.
I mean, I don't know if it's really worth it because he's actually got the 240 mil. And that's really useful to have.
The real micro trick is like not only like throwing 4 grenades, it's dodging 4 grenades at the same time. So you like throw grenades, dodge grenades.
Oh my god, this massive rifle flank. So many riflemen. I mean, it's been pretty good preservation from the US here. They have these bar blobs, which often you just lose the bar blobs to Artie. Oh man, that's crazy though. Loses one of them.
Nasty.
Didn't dodge the infiltration grenade, and I think it was an ISG round that came in as well. So yeah, because if you don't have that critical mass of just a whole bunch of bar riflemen, then you can't really do much, and then you just end up being manpower bled.
Panzerwerfer coming out now for just one. Let's actually go for the elephant, saving up. That's, yeah, interesting. I don't really need the elephant. Assuming the command panther comes out, you don't really need the elephant. Allies don't have such insane tank pressure that you need to actually go for that. Elephant's more about holding ground. It's not going to do any good against diving after Calliopes or anything like that. So.
Yeah, you have to have it really far forward. It can be good against Calliopes, but you do put it at risk. I mean, the thing is, the problem with that though is, given how many tank destroyers they already have, it could put them into a situation where the Axis just have too much AT and then just get ran all over by the rifle blobs.
Absolutely.
So you don't want to overcommit to the tank destroyers. You know, you want to have some anti-infantry.
And these Stuka shots are on point. Stuka barrages are on point.
Get out of there. Is that a double Werfer?
Looked like, yeah. I mean, it looked like it, wasn't it?
No,
Something else. Maybe it's just because it was the close range Werfer that you thought it might have been, but.
Yeah, this P4's going in. I don't know if this is smart. This is Jackson territory. Yeah. This is where the Jacksons live. This is their habitat.
It's their home turf. Best not be messing with Jacksons on their home turf.
Jacksonville, Mississippi.
And nades for days. Excellent way to counter these rifle blobs for sure. And they've also got to, you know, eventually retreat from this anyway, so it's like I might as well throw some infiltration nades before that and trade out well against these rifle blobs, because you're not going to other than that, so yeah.
You know the meme where it's like, you know, oh dude, this Jackson should not be here. Get out of there, Jackson! Get out of there! You're vet too, man.
I'm not
do
familiar
it.
with that meme, no. So.
Oh my god, he just killed that Jagdpanzer 4.
Yeah, I saw.
Jeez, okay.
That's complete BS.
Sorry, the meme where it's like I'm trying to think of a specific one, but it's like our jungler, and it's like there's like, you know, Hulk or something, and then it's like their jungler's Hulk, and it's like our jungler, and it's like some stupid.
Whatever. Yeah. I understand. Yeah, I
mean,
the
meme that I was envisioning was like their Jackson is the one that's like Vet 2 is like diving after P4s and Jagdpanzer, and it's like our Jackson, the one that just instantly dies. Noslyw's Jackson didn't do anything and just got demolished, which is what I thought it was going to do for Spanky, but he's been controlling it very, very well.
Yeah, nice micro.
Very, very envious of him. Here, the Stuka barrage like almost killing this Jackson.
Peak runs are nice. Peak runs are a good idea. I even like the additional squad here from Just One. It makes sense. I mean, okay, so like the balls trade, they go infiltration nades onto the riflemen with the bars, and now the peak runs just run in and slaughter the remaining members. That works out really well. So the peak runs will be able to stick around. They have nades as well. Yeah, can actually trade really well against those blobs.
Is he using counter barrage on this mortar? I think he is. Counter barrage is so bad.
Yeah.
It apparently doesn't even work on auto attacks, it only works on the regular barrage. Okay, very aggressive push here. These AT guns can go down. Oh wait, no, it has retreat. Oh no, it goes down anyway. Still, pretty costly engagement here. Loses a lot of riflemen. Though he blew up his own rocket. That was his own rocket and he blew up there with those grenades. That was, whoops.
Oopsie.
Okay, the hero Jackson's back in.
Hero of the people.
The hero Jackson. Oh my god, it's firing so fast now.
Defender of every 3 points. And it's just killer of Jagdpanzer 4s.
Penetrating every shot. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the Faust went off and the Jackson just like flicked it aside contemptuously. So
Gentlemen and gentlemen, cannot guarantee your Jackson will perform this way.
yeah.
We cannot be held accountable if your Jackson doesn't just murder everything. I think it's because he had vision there or something, but Jesus Christ. This Jackson should not be doing this well.
Really should not. Yeah. Jackson buff even needed. Holds up hands. So.
Don't troll me, man. Don't troll me.
Machine, would I ever do that? I'm a really nice guy. I would never troll you.
Damn trollers. Please no trollers. I hate these trollers. Yeah, these squads are just going way too deep. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Yeah, the time has kind of passed where the Axis can just run their way across the center of the map. There are medium tanks now. There's so much more lethality.
I hear a King Tiger. Don't worry, this like OP hero Jackson will just solo it.
Yeah, easy.
But this one won't. It'll bounce every shot.
Yeah.
I think he actually has a heave app now.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have a heave app, but he's still penning this bloody King Tiger.
I think it's important, like, the Jackson will just set a really good example for the other Jackson and be like, don't worry, man, this is how you penetrate. And then the other Jackson will be like, oh, yeah, cool.
I'm just salty because my Jacksons never do this well.
Yeah.
Nothing on this VP.
No, I mean, there hasn't been ever. The Insane Spanky has had the MG over there, but it wasn't actually covering the VP. It was covering a potential path to the VP.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of an important position to hold because you don't know if there's medium tanks sticking around or infantry. So it makes sense.
Still has the Stewart, and the Stewart's really good in this sort of situation because you just repair it if it gets Fausted.
Yeah.
And you don't want to send something very valuable.
Bulldozer Rise at the same time. It's probably a wipe.
There's a bait. He was like, yeah, Faust me, bro, Faust me. There goes the Gren squad. So keeping those vehicles alive can be so good for VP control, and just you can't cap against someone that has the Vet 3 light vehicle.
Gets the cap as well, so I suppose that's why Just One decided to stick around. So so the VP was actually capped, but you know, vehicle cruise, not a big deal.
Oh, did he hit that?
Yeah, it looks like it. Sticker is doing work.
25 kills. This middle VP is just a killing zone right now.
Vet 3 Jackson, Vet 3 Jackson. This point I wouldn't even build an elephant just out of fear it'll get soloed by the Vet 3 Jackson, so.
Man, I really wish the Vet 3 bonus was on Vet 2, the extra pen. Actually, where's this King Tiger facing? Oh man, it wasn't a prioritized vehicle, so he started turning to face that. Yeah, so actually the recon run is being really valuable here. Oh my god!
Jackson's so good!
It's because he's using the recon, so he has full vision. So you can just use a max range Jacksons, which you normally can't do. Oh my god!
And he's still not back away. It's gonna take another shot here. Oh!
Main gun destroyed.
Could even dive this with the Vet 0 Jackson.
I don't know. It's only a Broomba. That's not too much of a threat.
Wow, this is insane. Jackson's OP. Playing so safe with them as well. Doesn't, yeah. Not even diving after kills, doesn't want to lose them, especially the Vet 3 Jackson. That's
so that's the thing with the Jackson, right? Is it doesn't have a lot of sight. It has, I think it's 45 sight range, and doesn't have much health. So normally you can't chase things. You can't outrange your enemies because you don't have the vision unless you have something in front of it. But when you have recon, then all of a sudden you're utilizing that long 60 range without actually putting the Jacksons at risk. And then, you know, there is an AT gun, so that's kind of the problem. Is normally you just fall back to AT guns, but because they keep getting wiped by the bar riflemen, the Jacksons are actually quite safe.
206 VPs for our allies, 332 for our Axis. Goodbye repairing squads, though the that particular Stuka barrage slices through the middle.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about the Stuka is the way that it fires, like. It fires with kind of 3 groups of 2. So sometimes you can hit it, but you just happen to get bad luck and the rockets just miss. You know, where it's like 2 rockets, 2 rockets, 2 rockets.
Yeah, I mean, we did have that one player, I forget, and this was ages ago, but you remember the one player who just had his like Stuka micro. It's like he labbed it for days, how good his Stuka micro was, because he'd always land a shot directly wherever he wanted to. Like, one of the shots would always land, like, dead set bang in the middle of a support weapon or a squad that's retreating or, like, something ridiculous. It is, yeah, his Stuka micro was insane, whereas it was always hitting, at least, you know, starting the shots in the right location. You definitely don't have, oh god, Jackson's. You don't have reticles for, a bad idea, Panther. For the Stuka shells, you just kind of have this line, so you have to get really good at using them.
So it's also really good at having the Bulldozer Shermans because they're very durable. They can soak up 5 shots. So if you have them in front, and they take the damage up for the Jacksons to deliver it, then it's a good synergy. It just needs to repair that Jackson. Don't have it 2 shots away. You don't have to fully repair it. Just give it a little love tap, just so it goes over that 3-shot threshold, the 2-shot threshold. Like now,
this
man.
Is bad. This is bad.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Panzer 4 coming in. The 0-1's in front. That's good. The Jacksons are missing there. I mean, they're on the move. Still on the move.
240 mil.
Yeah, 240 mil. Yeah.
Okay, too deep though.
The Jacksons are stopped now. Another shot goes out from the Panzer 4, but now it's getting hammered.
And the deeper you go, you know, you don't have a hold fire. Oh, you do. Sorry, you do have hold fire now.
Another double bounce.
Because before, if you just leave it on prioritized vehicles without having hold fire enabled, you run the risk of just randomly firing at a Sherman, and you're like, no, don't fire at the Sherman.
Wow.
The Pack Harry almost killed it. Still could go down here, but a lot of Volks.
Oh,
there she goes.
There we
The Jagdpans are hunting Jackson. Oh,
Please don't die, Jackson. Please don't die. Survive. Live on. Now, yeah, look, our Axe is just taking the worst engagements here.
You can't retreat through this.
The vision's great for our allies. These Jacksons are never going to get targeted. Is that MG going down? That's actually a really nice Stuka barrage again. The Stuka barrages have been on point.
Even this Sherman's vet too, it's just doing so much damage to these infantry.
Jacksons are being forced to back away now, so the front tanking Bulldozer Shermans are also going to have to back away.
Man.
I'll actually just retreat and regroup and repair at this stage of the game. They have such a good tank composition. You don't want to lose it, don't want to lose the veterancy.
26 kills on the HE Sherman. It's like 20 kills on the Bulldozer. 13 on the Calliope. The Axis are just losing so much models to this. The manpower bleed, I mean, isn't much of a problem apparently for just one who's floating, but El Zocko, 65 pop cap, not a lot of manpower. He's definitely suffering. He has that Command Panther as well. Where is it? Wait, oh no, he has the King Tiger. You can't have both.
So yeah. Maybe I did. So. That one instead, which is why we still just want to go for the
It's actually
Panther.
a pretty bad string. Limited to only one on the field. But it's a King Tiger.
Yeah.
Not the Panther. That's taking up that slot. M10. Okay, this is the M10 kill squad.
Yeah, they're gonna go in. It's good. It's actually really nice positioning as well. It's smart from our allies. I mean, it's off to the side. They're not going to run into any AT guns. They might run into mines. That's an issue, but I haven't seen a lot of them from our Axis. You know, we had that one Teller on the left-hand side. I haven't really seen many more. And I'm surprised they're going in now. I thought they were going to go in. Oh, no, the Jackson's going to get some nice damage off here. This is a great engagement.
King Tiger, you are too deep, my friend. Big flank with the M10. He tags one mine, but there's still 2 left. Stuka Barrage goes in the back lines, but will he get the killing blow on this King Tiger? That's the target. That's the man they want taken out.
Yeah, definitely go for that KT. And if they maybe get like an extra Stuka as well. Dive across the side here. This micro is pretty average.
The Jackson's following it up.
Yeah,
they're
no,
trying
they
to.
can't.
They're taking damage from that pack.
Panther goes down here as well, but the KT's still going to be firing. It's going to get mad damage down to these M10s. There's got another shot, pretty big damage. They're actually going to try and get out of this. One M10 will survive. I'm pretty sure the one with the damage engine has gone down as well. Yes, it has fallen. Didn't get the Stuka.
Now, that was actually a really hard spot for the M10s, because where the King Tiger went,
The Jacksons.
it was sandwiched between the house and the mechanized. So, the Jacksons both survive. Oh my god. But there was no way the M10s could actually flank that King Tiger, because once the King Tiger got here, they just couldn't flank it. So they had to go for the tanks, and they actually got the Panther in the end. So that was actually a good trade. I mean, Spanky, he lost 2 M10s, but I think that's a good trade. 2 M10s for a Panther.
Yeah, worth. I mean, it could have dived in maybe a little bit deeper, and they actually would have found the Panzer, the Stuka at the same time, and that would have been a huge blow. Probably bigger than getting the Panther.
Yeah, I don't know if... did he blow his recon?
Sorry?
Did he blow his recon?
Probably? Not sure.
Because if he used the recon, he would have seen the Stuka and go, oh crap, kill that.
Pretty sure he probably did when it was kind of taking that first engagement with the Jacksons are firing. I don't see any reason that he wouldn't have done so, yeah.
Because yeah, if he
Yeah, the Jacksons were firing at pretty long range, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he blew it then.
well, I think they were firing at max range because he had riflemen in front.
Yeah.
An entire gun crew.
The pack as well got stolen.
Dive bomb.
Yeah.
Okay, Volks, this is not good for you to be at.
Yeah.
Not worth
It's odd engagements because our allies are just taking, tank v tank engagements when the Jacksons are up, and then for some reason when the tanks get forced off our axis, then come in with the infantry, and the allies just bring up their anti-infantry tanks.
Yeah.
And like the anti-infantry tanks aren't being challenged by AT at any point in this game. The Jacksons like force off the AT, and then our axis still decide to push in. I mean, now finally, the tanks show up again, but the Jacksons are going to be repaired. The Jacksons are going to show back up. It's really an odd back and forth that's leading to our allies having control over the central BP for most of the game.
Oh, what?
Run.
This Jackson's... Oh.
Dude, Generals, gentlemen.
Oh my god,
Oh!
King Tiger goes down. He's almost got 2 Vet 3 Jacksons.
This is gonna be one of those games where it's just like, I don't know, someone's gonna look at this and be like, okay, yeah.
Jacksons don't need a buff.
Yeah, Jacksons don't need a buff, it's fine.
This is like 1 in 100 games.
Dude, I'm so impressed by these Jacksons. I'm clipping even when my mouth is not facing towards the mic. I was like literally facing towards the bed there, and I still clipped. Next level.
Okay, still a good set of infantry here for El Zocko. He's got 4 squads of those Vet 5 Volks Grenadiers. And that's important, having the infantry count.
Yeah, and again, the bars are gonna show up here. It's another nade fest. But the riflemen land their nades first. We don't see any infiltration nades from the Volks Grenadiers this time around. El Zocko didn't have the munitions for it.
Okay, this Jagdpanzer committing deep here. The M10's going in, and there's nothing really for support. There's a pack, but again, trading M10s for whatever the Axis have is generally a good trade.
Yeah. The things are made to be traded. I'd even dive, look for a Panzer over here, like for sure. Like, go past all this AT, you can say, hey, I don't care. Like,
yeah, you should recon the base and
recon
find
the
that.
base, like find it.
It's not worth
it.
like face checking and trying to hope you find a Stuka, but when you have that recon, you should definitely be using it. And if you don't have the recon, use your major. Oh, look at that!
Look, I found it. There we go. Nice. Panzerwerfer has been found. Should go for it here. Panzerwerfer got taken down. Nice. And still going for Vet 3 Brumba. I mean, that's worth as well. And clears the teller. That's probably worth. Like, it's worth trading an M10 for a teller, right? So,
wow, there's
rear armor.
How's this M10 doing so much? The M10s should not have killed that many units.
Yeah.
The Axis did not respond very well. They didn't back off his vehicles when they should have. There it goes. Vet 3 Brumba.
Yeah.
I think the M10 got Vet 3 during that fight.
Yeah.
I think it went from Vet 0
to Vet 3,
all the way to Vet 3 in that one engagement. He may still survive as well.
Yeah, he's probably going to walk out of this one. Takes one pack shot. Yeah, he can take a pack shot. It's fine.
Well,
like
if he uses that, that would kill it because it's pretty low. Yeah, the pack.
M10 even survives this,
God.
Spanky's been playing this so well. The synergy for our allies is insane. It's like Jacksons get huge poke off, then they just get, and then the M10s dive, and this is, these are textbook M10 dives. Exactly how you want to be playing it. Stuka Barrages are becoming a little bit worse and worse. They haven't had the forward positioning to actually find any support weapons or any infantry. They've had to fire from a huge distance.
Look at that tank there. Stuart, Calliope, Sherman, Jackson.
Beautiful.
And Spanky's was repairing his vehicles, but he's got a bit of confederacy to his name as well.
Elephants finally,
I mean, they lost that. They lost that King Tiger. I mean, the King Tiger was against double, the vetted Jacksons. Wasn't going to do too much, but this elephant now is going to be a real beast. The Jacksons still can flank though, so he needs to have support. The Shreks are good because they can, they're pretty mobile. They have a lot of damage if they're up close. So mines is also worth getting, but they're actually strapped for munitions. Because this one's been taken for some time.
So yeah, munitions are actually really important here because they need mines to defend this elephant. This elephant's a huge investment from just one. It's all his fuel. He's banked on this elephant to hold off these Jacksons, and it has a much better chance than any other tanks that they can field. But, if it takes too much poke or it goes in engagement with Jacksons for too long, and it gets Vet 3 Jacksons, remember, or Vet 2 is the important one, where they're going to have a decent shot at penetrating the elephant. M10s can dive in again. That's a squad down.
Stuka.
It's all retreat path Stukas, but
yeah, every time.
you're not necessarily going to find wipes there. So much safety when you're retreating, so it's not really a big deal.
And eventually, if that's all you're doing, your opponents can just not retreat.
Yeah.
You know, you got to sort of change it up a little bit. And Vet 5, extra mobility. That's a pretty crappy bonus for Vet 5.
Nice
You
push
can
as
move
well.
faster. Yay.
What?
Well, that's not really helpful.
Yeah, one's got a rifleman, also finds the damage engine as well. A couple of Zook shots, damage engine. Now all of a sudden your elephant's useless. All your AT is useless until you get it repaired because it's just too dangerous. The M10s might dive after it. They won't even go for it now. I mean, probably wouldn't be the best timing. It's not low, it just has a damage engine. It's actually going to be repaired here.
This Pyro's got to be careful.
Yeah. So insane. Spanky's ready for it. He's ready to go.
So a bit of congestion if he goes along this road.
Yeah. So they're backing away a little bit. Nice. Just one Sherman off to the side. Forcing off any capping squads,
Oh,
just
wow.
keeping a handle on these munitions. It's pretty brutal.
It's going to make it a lot easier if he goes for the elephant if there's no Volks for support.
Yeah. Pretty big
And
damage.
the thing is that there's actually 0 Grenadiers. So if the Volks aren't in position, there's no snares for the Axis. There's only Shreks, which can get pushed around.
Yeah. And do get pushed around by the M10s as we saw previously.
Yeah, you don't want the Pigrens like on the elephant. You want a bit of distance so you don't get pushed around.
Really consistent Stuka barrages, becoming a little bit predictable. Elephant's been fully repaired. Good scout with the lieutenant, finding out the situation with the elephant. You know, does it still have a damage engine? Our opponent's not repaired that yet.
Look at this float for Nosliw.
Nosliw.
79. I guess it's because he's actually
Wow,
probably
he's
using the
gone
pop
for
cap
it. Really?
Alright, he hits a mind blow. That didn't last long at all.
No,
Oh my god, this
wow,
elephant in
it's not a
position.
good trade. This is not smart. Just back away. Back away. He's gonna lose it. M10's gone.
So, oh, that's 2 of them
Yeah.
down. It wasn't the Vet one though. So, yeah,
Yeah.
Nosliw could actually give tanks as US.
Yeah.
Like, US are the only faction
Oh,
that
wow,
can give
yeah.
vehicles. They
Wow.
just drive it,
Yeah.
give it away to them. They can hop in, and there you go.
It's actually probably worthwhile doing that. So, I mean, look at that float. Look at the manpower float. He really should do that. Just instead of M10s, hey man, would you like some diving Jacksons? It's gonna be all the rage. Diving Jacksons would be cool.
Stuka. Oh wow, the Volks go down. The Axis are just playing so sloppy this game. So yeah, it's the retreating Stuka. So the allies are just like, well, I know how you're gonna Stuka me.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run
Not
forward.
gonna retreat, yeah.
Ah, the negative cover. Oh my god.
No, double trick! Oh!
I mean, they probably have double bars though, but
GG!
oh wow, the
Alright.
Pioneers are like,
Okay,
finally
that's
my
fine.
promotion. I've been waiting so long. Now you're generally better off giving one
One
pie,
each, yeah.
one to 2 squads, so you have a lower drop chance. Wow, this is crazy. This MG bunker is pretty cool.
$2,000 manpower float.
Doesn't even get the kill there.
160 VPs for our allies, 240 for the Axis.
This elephant actually has a kill, I think. Yeah, the MG, this baller MG at the front of the elephant.
Got an infantry model. Close to getting a bit of veterancy with all the damage it got down on those M10s as well. Bulldozers that were in the middle of the
Oh
Shermans.
man, they keep clicking on points. Ah, that's way to click on points. Oh no, a flame nade. Wait, what? No, it was just really late.
Really late infiltration
Yeah.
aid. Oh, we're throwing infiltration aids? My bad. Here we go.
It's like, why don't you have a fuse on your grenade? Why do you have a fuse? Yeah, I think it's if it's you're reloading the weapon.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Another throwaway. Just such a this is not a great medium tank push. It's just you don't want to create pressure near the elephant. The elephant's just gonna go, sure man, I'll just rotate. Take out some stuff. Just giving it free veterancy. It's holding the central VP, but our Axis aren't desperate for VPs. 225 is not a throwaway units point at the game.
So this is kind of a great way of countering the elephant is you just blow up infantry,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, I don't have anything. I got pack, I've got indirect fire, but there isn't much way of dealing with mobile infantry. Now, he actually has a scout car. That's a new one, and I guess he wants to use the spotting scopes. Oh, actually on the left VP. Smoke's off. There is a
Nice.
HMG here, and
Yeah.
that bunker's still there.
Yeah, so it's going to find the suppression before the squads can actually get in range. The bulldozer's a little bit late. It's going to show up. So hopefully it goes straight for the MG. First shot actually doesn't. Second shot should. Squads have managed to kind of flank the MG, courtesy of the smoke.
Whoa.
Goes to the pack actually finds the wipe. 2 packs get wiped. That's 2 packs down for our Axis on that left-hand side. Meanwhile, the middle's still capped. We've hit an hour in this game. Still 160 VPs for our allies, 210 for our Axis, which just speaks to how much just double VP cap we've seen this game.
Oh,
Very
man.
rarely seen a triple.
Almost
ever.
has the 240. There was 3 weapons there to be destroyed. The MG, the pack, and the other pack.
The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
Bunker goes down. Just one not looking great in terms of pop cap. Neither is El Zocko, in fact. The squad's being knocked off here, but a lot of weapons to be recapped at the same time. El Zocko should be able to top up the pop cap. There really should be just one capping weapons here. El Zocko can kind of, he can spend a bit of the pop cap thanks to the fuel that he's got. Wow.
Blow it up. Oh, blow it up.
Blow it up. Doesn't want to lose it, maybe. I mean, the elephant is there, but maybe blowing up the other weapons first would be... Maybe he'll go for the other weapons now.
He's got smoke barrage again.
Yeah, that's weird.
And he can take 4 shots.
Yeah.
Like that's 2 elephant shots.
Maybe he's looking for manpower bleed. It's like, go on, bro. Cap the
Oh,
weapons.
wow, this
Cap
is
the
so
weapons,
out
I
of
dare you.
position.
Yeah, that could be dove. Duck dive.
I was
dodge,
thinking the
dive.
exact same
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Dodge.
Dodge,
duck,
dodge,
dip,
duck, dip, dive,
yeah.
and dodge. Yeah.
I don't know it.
Yeah, dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
He's
man.
dodged twice. Yeah, I mean, there aren't the colony of M10s, so it really should. So it's M10 Wolverine, isn't it? So what's the term for pack of? Is it a pack of Wolverines or a? What's the
asking the wrong
collective
guy.
noun? What's the collective noun? I'm gonna look up the collective noun for Wolverine, so we know what to call that many M10s next time. But
Did he just blow up his own pack?
I'm pretty sure he did, but I mean, there's a lot of infantry here. Maybe he didn't think he was going to get to it in time. There's the MG there as well. Actually, could go for the cap with that, with the Pioneers. That would be pretty brutal if he went for the cap here. Preemptive nade potentially from the rifleman. He's trying to bait that one out. Actually does get the bait with the Pioneer, so forces the nade onto that MG42. The riflemen aren't going to have that one available, and now there's a Brumbar. Should be forcing off any potentially capping squads. Nice play by our Axis.
Spanky just needs a little bit more munitions for his 240 mil. They should definitely have munitions caches at this stage, because also the strafing run and the recon's gonna be important. The recon
Yeah,
is
definitely.
thrown down. Let's look at the vision for the Allies players. That's not the Allies players. There we go. Okay, look at this. M10 pushing the base. You're running out of time to get this collective now. The Jagdpanzer IV's got its ass exposed. The Stuka running for his life. Takes 1 shot from the N10s. Jagdpanzer as well. May survive if he gets behind that house. No, gets taken out there by the Jacksons from the front.
The gang of Wolverines are doing work here.
Was it worth it?
It was worth it.
The gang.
It was worth the second.
Is it really gang?
It's gang, yeah. Gang on mob. I was relying on Google search results from the page and not actually looking deep into it, which you really should, so.
I kind of hate that because it's like, hey gang. Like at least it isn't fam,
Yeah.
like a fam of M10s.
A fam of M10s.
Yeah, or like the squad.
Well, dude,
you know?
that'll be it. I swear, give it 5 years when some of the our age group have kind of finished their doctorates, and there's just like, what are we gonna call this new animal? Let's go fam, a fam of them.
Dude, it's gonna be so
great.
weird when like our generation has kids. There's gonna be so many like Harry Potter names. You're like, my name is Hermione. That's gonna happen. There's gonna be like other shows that people name their children after.
That was, what?
The 240 mil was here.
Right, okay, yeah.
It was
I
like
don't
right here. I'm pretty
I
sure.
just, my ears said Stuka dive bomb, but I'm just like, okay, right, no, 240 makes sense. So.
What other like shows are there?
Dude,
that
if you're
people-
gonna have a problem with my kids Harry and Hermione, we're gonna have issues. I don't know how long this friendship is gonna last.
Well, I mean,
so, yeah,
Harry
it's good.
Harry is a normal name, but like
Yeah.
Draco or, you know, I mean, I would name, you know, my children like Eowyn,
Yeah.
Aemma, Theoden, dude.
Theoden's a good name, yeah.
I am Theoden.
I'm Theoden.
I mean, how alpha would that guy would never get bullied in school?
Yeah.
No way.
It's good. There's so many Game of Thrones names going around as well.
that's
That's the most
true.
popular thing. So many
course,
Game of Thrones
yeah.
names. So yeah.
Uh,
Daenerys, the new top one. So
yeah,
yeah.
Daenerys.
Arya and Sansa, I think, are pretty popular as well. So
I
yeah.
mean, those are cool names.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about Sansa because everyone's gonna think, oh, what a fucking bitch.
But yeah, yeah, dude. League of Legends names are hardcore. Like, yeah.
Annie. Oh, these three.
I meant Lord of the Rings, by the way,
Well,
not
okay,
League of Legends.
Well,
So,
I mean,
yeah,
that
League of
too,
Legends
right?
names will be pretty average. That being said, like,
Vel'Koz.
my first dog will be named Kennen, just so we're clear on that. But yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh, nice shot with this. Excellent. Gets the wire, couple of weapon drops as well that aren't going to be able to be picked up. So hopefully we can see our Axis capitalize on that.
Wait, what the hell? What? Something's wrong here, Blake. Something is horribly wrong.
What has gone on? Has it been stolen?
Yeah.
I haven't even missed that, dude. That's a. I don't know if you want to fast forward through an hour of Company of Heroes 2.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna edit that in.
Was that the Vet 3 one?
Probably. Must be in repairing.
Let's have a look.
Oh my god.
So, that was a good steal. Nosliw, does he have a Vet 3 one? He had 2 though, so
Yeah.
maybe this is. Yeah, no, it's the other one. He actually stole. That's the hero Jackson walking away. So our Axis have probably been planning this for over an hour. They've seen how effective the Jackson is, and they're just like, dude, we gotta steal that Jackson. There's something wrong with the gun. It's bugged out. It's penetrating every shot. We need to steal it.
All right, the M10's coming in from the side. He's gonna find a fuel cache and a pack out of position. There's 4 M10. No, there's 3 M10s and there's a bulldozer Sherman.
What are they gonna find? They're gonna find a lot of rear armor is what they're gonna find. But
Yeah, and
could
that
it be too
Jackson-
much? It might be too much here. There might be too much for them to
Ooh,
go
it
for.
could be the Zocko going down.
Yeah, Stuka's an excellent choice if that one falls.
Okay, he needs to go for the Jackson first. That's the important thing. You can surround everything else, but is there a follow-up in the middle of the map? Jackson via the Brumbar. The Brumbar won't be much help.
Finding the rear armor on the Panther is nice, but it's just a little bit too much damage. Actually, they're actually running away with the M10s. Not going for the elephant. I feel as though they could have gotten the elephant.
Oh my god, yeah, the elephant survived. It
That's
was really
weird.
low. And the Jackson wasn't focused there, so that one's been repaired. Is this the beginning of the end?
I mean,
Man.
yeah. I guess the issue here is definitely that it was Spanky's units going in. Nosliw needs to like throw Vet 0 Jacksons, just throw them at this King Tiger. He has so much float. Just needs to throw Vet 0 Jacksons, throw like Shermans in against like infantry. Just spend it.
Give them to Spanky for him to do that with.
do that. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's definitely a possibility. He has the manpower.
The wealth inequality here. I mean, there's
Yeah.
going to be some angry protesters any minute.
Nosliw
we need
is the 1%.
forced distribution
So, yeah.
of wealth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm advocating for.
Hey, Age of Empires knew what was up, man.
What?
Age of Empires knew what was up. Donating the cash monies to your allies. So,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
look at this though. The Jackson could get the Jackson team killed. Nope. Oh, there we go. It gets it in the end. That was the Vet 3 one. Oh man, the double Jacksons are down. Oh, just kidding. M10 goes for the flank. This King Tiger should be next. The elephant, he's not a team player right now. He's farming top lane. There's a team fight going on right now, buddy. This King Tiger trying to rotate his main gun, but
M10 micro is not that great.
he's trying to avoid the Faust. That's
Yeah.
why, but
Yeah.
we'll have to go back in to get one last shot off. Good splitting up though. There's no
Yeah.
way you can avoid all of those rear armor shots. Elephant finally comes back, and we'll get one of the M10s down.
Yeah,
but
one of them's gonna fall. These other ones should be able to be evac'd. Yeah, it's gonna actually reverse move out of here. Smart. Doesn't want to run into a foul, especially with the elephant firing free veterancy at this point in the game. So that's nice. King Tiger going down is solid.
Nosliw,
Zocko, what's on the
Ooh.
tab? What's he going for? Point blank.
the Jackson there. That's actually one wipe. It's 2 wipes. Jeez. Yeah, Nosliw is like, yeah, I'll build 1 Jackson. That's how many Jacksons I will
That's
build.
a good amount. So yeah.
That's all I need.
Spending resources for sissies.
Anyway, that's the VP situation going once again in the Allies' hands. Triple
Yeah.
cap for them any moment.
They're looking good. Look at the right hand side. Is that just the Stewart sitting there still, just chilling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Nothing's gonna cap that. I mean,
So the only real use of the Steward is to provide vision, and he has a recon, so it's like, well, I just don't need the Steward. It's just gonna die, it won't do anything. So might as well leave it there. No way you're getting this VP if there's a Steward on that point. Again, if you Faust it, it's just gonna repair itself. So that's clever. I like that.
We've seen a lot of clever holds on the side VPs from both the Allies and the Axis this game, but the Allies broke the one up the top and it hasn't been taken back by our Axis. Starting to be now, but
20.
there's like bulldozers, there's so much stuff here that they're just wiping all these squads as they try and look for caps.
23 pop cap. for El Zocko. Man, it's an hour and 10 minutes. We're gonna have to post this in like 3 parts. Part 1, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Click here to watch part 2.
Dude, RTS casts are gonna get to the point where they just break YouTube's time limit, so.
Man, people will get so mad if it actually happened.
Yeah.
And just put like a whole bunch of ads in between. Just like a minute of like pre-roll ads.
Yeah.
Or just like...
Do you like infiltrate? Do you keep getting hit by infiltration nades? Try our new product, not right-clicking on points. So. Looks like it's our allies' game. Certainly there's to lose, and I'm not sure what the Axis are going to do to come back here. Zocko's just too low in terms of his population cap. Make much happen. It's going to be a dive. The elephant's not in a bad position here. It should be able to walk around. There's a packer as well. Can it get the turret rotation to get a shot off? Yes, it can. That's pretty crucial.
Oh,
actually blocking off one of these M10s.
Yeah, if he gets one more shot off, the M10 will go... Actually, he will get it here too. That was a bit of a misplay there from... Oh, but no, it doesn't target the right one. He targets the wrong one.
Boom, boom.
Come on, shoot
Where's
it.
the moon?
It's in front of you.
Pow, pow.
Man,
Yeah.
I feel like a dad that has a really useless kid playing sport, and you're like, just kick the ball, he's in front of you. But no, this elephant should go down here. Well, that being said, there's a pack and a shed. Never has an elephant been so happy to see a shed.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you, bro. You are my hero right now. And actually, this is being zoned away, but this is just a bulldozer.
Yeah. It's 15 VPs as well, so it's just buying time. This is going to close the game out.
Yeah, you're right,
good,
but this is pretty good micro. I mean, the M10 will go down here. Yeah,
I mean, it's worth. I mean, look how far this elephant's been pushed off points, and at this point, there's just nothing that our Axis can do to come back into the game.
And meanwhile, Nosliw is like, I'll help now.
Yeah.
I'll contribute.
Look at these Jacksons that I have. Will we see the elephant go down for the end of this game? I'm not sure that we will.
Oh, it's gonna be so close.
Maybe a volley.
Yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah, we will. That's a nice way to end the game.
Playback is over. Well, that went exactly as I thought it would. M10s plus bulldozers, Clarkins. But I guess, no, really what surprised me was the bloody Jacksons. Like, what?
Yeah, Jacksons was doing work. I'm not sure what happened there.
That's not what happens. Yeah. But no, it was fun seeing the Jacksons just wreck that much face. Yeah. It's so fun when that happens. Same with like Fireflies. You get the Vet 3 Fireflies. It's so much fun. They just destroy anything that comes at them. So yeah,
pretty awesome game actually. So yeah, that's how you pull off the pressure. The pressure with those M10s in particular is really well timed. Just have a tank destroyer battle, and then the low tank destroyers at the back just get dived by M10s. Really worthwhile trades, trading out fuel here for our allies, and look at that bank for Nosliw as well. If we wanted to go for more tanks, pretty much replace his entire retinue of vehicles. Yeah, and I think the Axis is losing too much stuff. The negative cover. This should be red right now. Yeah. Like, you know, in the opening of Saving Private Ryan, how like the sea just turns red. Yeah. This is what this should be, because there's so many dead Volks Grenadiers, P-Grens. The MG that like lost 50 models. Even a mortar died here a couple of times, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh man. Our Axis just loving the negative cover placement and support weapons. And like right here, there should be like 20 dead riflemen where they just kept clicking on the point and clumping up. It's like trying to dig a grave there, but oh man, that's rough. Yeah, GG, well played. That was a long game. It was a long game. Hopefully enjoyed the long one. It's gonna take me so long to upload. I didn't record this in 1440p. This is like, no. I don't do that anymore though. The upload times are just too long for 1440p. Until we get NVN, I suppose. Whenever that is, fiber internet. Turnbull! Shakes fist angrily. Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been fun. We do love a team game or two every now and again. Yep. We'll do some more of them. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more Company of Heroes 2 content. We do shoutcast for this and various other RTS games. So if you're a man who likes video games, then click that red button. Bye. Bye. I was like trying to explain pause to Mark in StarCraft 2, and he's like, you can pause it. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, but the other player can unpause at any time. They can unpause at any time. Why don't you just unpause it then? It's like, no, we're nice, Mark. Like, they might have issues. Like, they just pause it, and we're ready, they'll unpause it. Yeah, I just didn't understand the concept. He's like, that guy is like, you got a kilogram of steel, kilogram of feathers. Like, which one weighs more? He just doesn't understand what's going on. But steel's heavier than feathers.
Doesn't that... Yeah.